Darling, say 15.
All right. What's it like out?
Gray.
Gray? Wow.
Darling. Oh, darling. Don't go back to sleep again.
No, I'm not.
Do you want breakfast?
Yes, please.
Fried or scrambled? How do you want your eggs?
Poached.
Poached. Darling, you are going back to sleep. Come on. Do you want your bath before or after it?
Before.
Oh. Well, I won't bother putting them on yet, then.
Barbara.
Hmm?
Come here.
You'll be late.
I'm sorry about the row last night.
Doesn't matter.
I was tired and bad-tempered.
No, it doesn't matter.
It's my fault.
No. It's my fault.
Do you, still want to come away with me, then?
Yes.
Are you sure you'll get the 2 weeks off?
Yes, I'm sure.
What is it? What's the matter?
Nothing.
Yes, there is.
Oh, I don't know, Bruce. It's just that for some people everything seems to come so easily. The right person at the right time. Everything simple and straightforward. I always seem to get involved, always complications.
They'll sort themselves out.
Will they? When? Just spending a night together sometimes. It's not what I want.
No, it's not what I want either. It's not what I want at all. But I know the spot I'm in. I've got to be careful.
Yes, I know.
Well, I mean, you know how uncooperative she's being. She's making it as tough for me as she possibly can. If I'm going to get her to agree to the divorce, I've got to make sure I don't antagonize her.
Are you sure you want it?
What?
A divorce?
Oh, Barbara. Come on now. You know I want it.
Wouldn't it be marvellous if this flat were ours?
At 15,000, you must be joking.
How did you get it?
It was easy, my love. When you're the honoured representative extraordinaire of the Brandon Estate Agency, you're in a happy position to take advantage of your client's generosity in their absence.
And what if they find out?
My dear love, with the owner sitting in the Bahamas, how can he? God bless you, sir, and may the sun rot you.
Bruce?
See who it is.
Who is it?
Meter man.
What?
Meter man. Come to check the meter. Gas company.
It's a meter man. Come to read the meter.
Well, let him in. Pretend you live here. Get rid of him quickly.
All right. Yes?
Miss Willison, isn't it?
Yes.
That's right then. Miss Willison.
Well, would you come back later? I'm in rather a hurry.
It'll only take a second. Where is it?
The meter?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't lived here very long.
You don't know where your meter is?
Well, I haven't seen it anywhere. I really don't know if we have one.
You got gas, haven't you?
Yes.
Well, if you've got gas, you've got a meter. Where is it?
Perhaps it's in the kitchen.
That's a good idea. Doesn't seem to be in here. I don't see it in here. Don't seem to be in there, neither.
Oh, I don't think you look very hard in there.
What's this? Bedroom in here?
Isn't it? Look, there isn't any meter in here.
No, it doesn't seem to be in here. I don't see it.
Look, do you mind getting out of here? Why don't you try the bathroom?
The bathroom? That's a good idea.
Well, come on then.
Miss Willison, I believe there's somebody in your bed.
No, there isn't. Now, do you mind getting out of here?
I'm sure there is. It looks like somebody. Didn't you know there was somebody in your bed?
Do you mind getting out of here?
I am sorry. He seems to be asleep. Your husband is still asleep, Miss Willison. I'll try the bathroom then.
Well, get rid of him, for heaven's sake.
The bathroom's over here.
Okay. Yes, it's okay.
What is it? What do you want?
He's my partner. I'm Tom. He's Dick.
And Harry's waiting downstairs.
Yes, Harry's waiting downstairs, just in case.
Did you read it?
The meter? Yes. No. We haven't found it yet.
Haven't found it. Where is it then?
Well, I don't know.
It may be in the bathroom.
Or in the kitchen. I don't think he looked very hard in the kitchen.
Miss Willison's husband is still asleep.
Miss Willison's husband?
Yes. He's still in bed, asleep. He's dozing.
Dozing. Wait a minute. Maybe there's been a mistake. Maybe it should be Mrs. Willison. Let me see that. No. Top floor flat, Miss Willison. Miss Barbara Willison, right?
Right. Now, will you please get on with it and get out of here?
Yes, let's get on with it.
I'll check the kitchen. I'll have a good look. Is this it?
Yes, that's the kitchen. He'll find it. Dick's good at checking things. He checks everything. He's got the magic eye.
Yes, I'm sure he has. If you don't mind, I'll go and get dressed. I'll be a little late for work.
Oh, wait a minute. It'll only take a minute. Dick's quick. He's terribly quick. Whoops. I'm sorry.
That's quite all right.
What time do you have to be at work?
9 o'clock.
What's the time now, then?
Oh, about 20 past 8.
Well, that's all right, then, isn't it?
I found it.
He found it
Yes, it was over on the other side of the fridge.
by the back door.
There's no back door.
No back door?
No.
That's the only way out, then.
Yes.
Well, that's not very handy, is it? I mean, in case of fire or something.
Not very safe, not very hygienic.
Could you take a reading?
No. I didn't have a pencil.
Oh. You take this.
He won't be long. Tom's very good at reading meters. He's an expert. He has the velvet touch.
What are you doing? What are you doing that for?
What am I doing? I'm securing the door.
What for?
So no one can come in. I mean, we don't want to be disturbed while we're reading the meter, do we?
Bruce?
Did you call me?
No, she called Bruce.
Bruce?
Bruce!
Yes, Bruce.
Bruce?
Did you take a reading then?
No. I didn't have my pad.
What's going on here? What the hell's going on?
He woke up.
Looks like it.
Hasn't got dressed yet, though.
No. We're sorry to have disturbed you, but we're just taking a reading of your meter. I mean Miss Willison's meter.
Are you Mr. Willison, then?
What the hell's it got to do with you? Get on with it.
Darling, they've locked the door.
Lock the door? What have you done that for?
For security.
Just to be on the safe side.
Look, I think you'd better go.
Oh, we'll go.
We won't be long.
I think you'd better go right now, otherwise...
Otherwise?
Otherwise what?
Otherwise, I'll call the police. Call the police?
We are the police. Special branch.
Yes, we're making a checkup, you see. There are a lot of things we have to check. This is yours, isn't it?
Yes. That's mine.
I wouldn't do that. No. I wouldn't try that if I were you.
It's disconnected.
Yes. It's been cut off.
Harry took care of that.
Yes. Harry took care of that downstairs.
What do you want? Do you want money?
Money? We've got money.
Yes. We've probably got more money than you have.
There isn't anything of any value here.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Would you, Dick?
Oh, no, Tom. I wouldn't say that.
Well, what do you want? What do you want, for Christ's sake?
For whose sake?
For Christ's sake, he said!
That's not very nice.
That's not nice at all. That's not very hygienic.
I think he'd better sit down, don't
Yes,
you?
I think he'd better hat.
Did you bring the provisions?
Oh, yes. Plenty of provisions. Hold it. Hold it. Feet up. Up, 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 up. Fingers. Your turn.
Ooh. Come on, hold. Pretty green one, come on. I saw that!
He kicked me. He kicked me on the leg.
Look! You're not being very polite, are you?
I think he's got a mean streak in him.
You know, I could put this right through your throat, and you'd never hear a sound.
Well, hardly any sound.
And there's no one there. How sad. You're lucky. Not everyone has their own island.
Bastard!
Now, be a good Miss Willison. I don't want to have to use this.
Well, I don't want to use this.
So, just be polite and nice.
If you are nice and polite, no one will get hurt.
There's no need for anyone to get hurt. Very much. Oh. Don't cry, Miss Willison.
There's no need to cry.
I've got to get to work. We've both got to get to work.
We've got to get to work, too.
What kind of work do you do, Miss Willison?
Miss Willison?
I work in a shop.
What sort of a shop?
A dress shop.
Sell dresses, do you?
Sweaters, mostly.
Mostly sweaters.
What about you, Bruce? You work in the same shop, do you? You sell dresses? Or sweaters, maybe?
He's in a mean mood. Harry was supposed to have taken care of that. Supposed to have taken care of that downstairs.
Do you suppose it could be Harry?
Ringing up from downstairs.
Is there a phone downstairs?
I don't know.
We don't want to have to tie you up, too.
Right, sir, if we don't have to tie you up.
Does it ever give you any sweat?
That shall be your word.
Does it ever give you anything so?
It should give you a sweater or two.
Harry should have taken care of that.
He slipped up.
Yes. Sit down, Miss Willison.
Well, I think it's about time for our party, don't you?
Yes. I'm beginning to feel in the mood.
Everything seems to be all right, doesn't it?
Yes. Everything's fine. You haven't got any glasses in there, have you?
In my bag? No.
Where'd you keep your glasses, Miss Willison?
In the kitchen, probably.
Yes.
So please don't cry anymore, Miss Willison. Because we're going to have a party. Music, dancing. And lots of games. Lovely games.
You people will spend the rest of your lives in prison for this. You know that, don't you?
You're not going to play our games. We're just going to ignore you.
Is he playing up again?
He's being very fanciful.
We'll ignore him.
That's what I thought.
We won't give him a drink then.
Definitely not.
Have a drink, Miss Willison. Dick's poured you a drink. Wouldn't you like it?
It's good whiskey, the best. I bought it last night.
It'll do you good. You'll like it.
I think I'll just check the bedroom.
That's a very good idea.
I'll just check it out.
You wouldn't want to offend us, would you? I mean, when you're invited to a party and given a drink by the host, it's an insult not to enjoy it. Drink up, dear. All right, Miss Willison. Very good, Miss Willison. You'll soon be in the mood. Have another. Don't you wish you could join the party? Not too tight, are they? Not too loose either. That's all right then. Too bright. Far too bright for a party. sun's coming up. I think it's going to be a fine day. The sun's too clean for a party. I think I'll close the curtains.
What's you doing to me?
Doing? Nothing. Just getting you in the mood.
Hmm?
To fly, Miss Willison. To fly.
That's very cozy.
Nicer like this, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Did you find anything?
I found this coat.
That looks like a very nice coat. That's from a man's suit, isn't it?
Yes. Bruce's. It matches his trousers.
So it does. Try it on.
You think I should?
Why not?
You know, this is a very smart suit.
Yes, it is. That's the latest. That's the way they're doing it now.
I know. I've got quite a number of suits like this at home.
Dick's rich, you see. He's terribly rich. You should see all the clothes he's got. I don't know where he keeps them all.
I think this coat would fit you better than me.
Do you think so?
Yes, it's not quite right on me.
Well, maybe I'll try it on later. Sorry. Did you find anything else?
I didn't find any pajamas. I mean, men's pajamas.
No pajamas?
No. He must have been sleeping in his underwear.
In his underwear?
Ugh.
It's not very civilized.
Not very hygienic.
Something in there.
It feels like something. It's a wallet.
Oh, yes.
Bruce Richard Victor.
Victor. That's a good name.
That's a good, strong name. There's a driving license.
Oh.
It expires next month.
Your driving license expires next month.
And there's some money.
Oh, yes.
Not very much.
Oh, that's hardly worth.
Here's something.
What's that?
Bruce Victor, Brandon Real Estate Agency. He's an estate agent.
A real estate agent?
A real estate agent.
Well, that's wonderful. Bruce, have you got any house going for sale? I mean one of your better class houses. Because Dick's been looking for one. Well, he's tired of the penthouse he's been living in, and he wants a real house. Well, it doesn't have to be too big a house, about 8 to 10 bedrooms, with one more bathroom than there are bedrooms. Just so long as it's in a good class area.
And everything all electric. I don't like gas.
Yes, Dick's allergic to gas. Unfortunately. Have you got any house like that, Bruce? Have you got anything like that on your books?
Go to hell.
You can't do anything with a fella like that.
It gets meaner all the time.
Nothing else?
Postage stamps.
What about, other things?
She's got quite a few things. But no furs or jewellery.
No furs or jewellery?
No.
Oh, dear, dear.
Barbara?
Bruce, Richard, Victor, we didn't invite you to our party, so don't be rude.
Miss Willison is happy.
Are you happy, Miss Willison?
Have another drink, Miss Willison.
More? Cigarette, Miss Willison.
A real cigarette, Miss Willison.
They're helping you to fly, Miss Willison. Draw deep, Miss Willison. And come with us.
I could see right up your nose.
Music, I think so.
What a clever idea. What a pretty alligator. Do you know, there was a craze once for keeping baby alligators as pets. The pet shops did a roaring trade. They were imported in thousands. Little baby alligators. Just hatched out. The children loved them. They were just like lizards, with big heads. They were so friendly and playful and cute. Cuddly. But of course, the ones that survived soon began to grow bigger and become rather awkward to handle, rather on the rough side. Not quite so cute and cuddly. In fact, a nuisance to have around the house. Breaking things, snapping, doing business all over the place. Suddenly there were hundreds of them that nobody knew what to do with. The pet shops didn't want them back again. Lots of those little alligators ended up in the dustbins, with their heads chopped off. Others, the lucky ones, ended up in the local zoo. But others, many others, ended up a different way. They went a different way. You see, people discovered there was one extremely simple way of getting rid of a little alligator so long as you hadn't let him grow too big. You just dropped him down the toilet and pulled the flush. That's right. Drop him in, head first, plop, down he goes. Just like you do every day. He's gone. He's out of sight. He's vanished. He's out of your house. You don't have to think about him anymore. But what if you're the alligator? You haven't just vanished, have you? Where are you? You're in a pipe, being carried along by some water. Pretty soon that water stops and you're stuck in that pipe. You try to crawl along. It's very tight, there's not much air. After a while, maybe hours, some more water comes down and washes you further along. After more hours, maybe days, you're washed out of that pipe and dumped into a larger one, like a tunnel, where there is much more water and mess, and where the movement is faster. You're carried along, swirling, floundering, gasping. But since you're an alligator, you swim pretty well. And then suddenly, one day, splosh, you're gushed out into a great black lake of slime. It's very dark down there in the sewer, and very quiet. You swim around, desperately, trying to find something to get your feet onto, because after all, you are not a fish. Perhaps you never do find anything to get your feet onto and you eventually drown. Or perhaps you die of asphyxiation. Or perhaps you just gradually starve to death. But perhaps you do find a foothold. You find a resting place, a breathing space. Your eyes grow attuned to the darkness. And perhaps in that particular sewer, there are rats and vermin and dung flies. And you are able to see, chase, catch, and eat those rats and vermin and dung flies. You even eat some of what you are floating around in. You exist. You survive. You live. You grow. You learn your way around down there. You know where the rats are. You know where the resting places are. You grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And perhaps one day you become a full-sized alligator. Can you imagine the surprise of the first government sewage inspector that went down there one day and came face to face with a monster alligator? Huh? That man ran faster than he'd never run before in his life. That man has never been seen again. In some cities, they had to organise teams of experts to go down into those sewers with searchlights and rifles and machine guns. to hunt those alligators and kill them, and they did. And now, baby alligators are no longer permitted to be imported as pets. It's not surprising. But if ever in your life you find yourself down in a sewer and you come face to face with an alligator who blinks at you from the bog, who hates you with all his might, who opens his huge jaws to take you in, you mustn't blame him. You cannot blame that alligator.
You won't have one. I'll light it for you.
No, I will not.
Oh, come on. Have a real cigarette. Oh, Bruce, Richard, Victor, listen to the music. Tom's quiet. He's always very quiet. So listen to the music. out and it's raining. Just slightly.
Richard. Is he your boss?
My boss? Definitely not.
But you're his assistant, aren't you?
No, I'm not. We are partners.
He treats you like an assistant.
No. I don't think so.
He takes over everything, leaves you to do the dirty work.
Dirty work?
I heard him say that you were his assistant.
When was that?
This morning before you came in.
You were asleep.
No, I wasn't.
Called me that, did he?
Yes. Yes, he did.
We are partners.
You get your fair share of everything.
Yes.
I don't believe it.
Yes.
I bet he takes everything he wants for himself.
Oh, no, he's very generous. He gives me anything I want.
I don't believe it. I think he just uses you.
I wanted to talk to you about something. About something I saw in your wallet. I didn't mention it at the time. I didn't want to cause any embarrassment.
What was that?
A photo. A photo of two little girls.
Well?
Well? Whose little girls are they?
They're mine.
But not Miss Willison's.
No.
You mean you're married to somebody else and you're with Miss Willison?
It's none of your business.
That doesn't seem very nice. That doesn't seem very harmonious.
Oh, go to hell.
A wife, two lovely children, and Miss Willison. And you wish us in hell. Bruce. Have a piece of salami.
No.
That was nice music you had on. We heard some of that.
It's Beethoven. Or Mozart.
I thought so. You should give him some.
No, he just wanted it.
Oh, you don't know what he's missing.
I don't think he does.
I'll put some music on.
No, not just that.
What are you doing? Where are you going?
I know where I'm going. You know where you're going?
Have some salami, Bruce, and settle down. This is a bunch of keys. You know what these keys are. I can only guess. This key looks like it might be to the door of your office. And this key might be to the front door where you live. Perhaps it's the other way around. Which is it? Here's an interesting key. This key looks interesting. You know what I think this is? I think it's a car key. Is it the key to your car, Bruce? Where are you parked? You parked near here.
You'll never find it.
Oh? I wouldn't count on that. I'm good at finding things. I'm an expert at finding out things, too. It's my best point. I've had a lot of experience. I can find out almost anything. Don't move, Bruce. Don't make any sudden movement. This thing might go off. I mean, my hand might jump or something. Life is very precarious, isn't it? We all live on thin ice all the time. The ice is wafer thin. You can go through any time and you never know how far you'll drop. You never even feel the drop. You never think about it much, do you? You don't appreciate it much. That thin, precious ice supporting us. We take it for granted. Only when the ice starts to melt or crack or disappear from under our feet do we shriek for help. Too late then. Too late. The shrieks. Or prayers. Or tears. Where's your car, Bruce? You're not going to be needing a car anymore. You're never going to walk out of here again. Well, you know that, don't you? She isn't either. Neither of you are.
Why'd you have to do this? Why'd you have to? They haven't done you any harm, have they?
Well, it's not a question of that. It's more a question of the harm you might do us. I mean, we just can't leave you behind to tell everyone. We don't operate like that. We have to be thorough. Take care of all the little details. We never leave anything behind. Oh, you won't get left behind. We'll parcel you up and take you with. We have a special system. We've got a private disposal system for parcels. Yes, I'm looking.
We won't tell anyone. We won't tell anyone anything about it.
You won't?
No.
That's marvelous, Bruce. How can you be sure of that? You sure you won't after we've gone? You might change your mind.
No, we
How do we know that?
I swear. I swear to God we won't tell anyone. If you'll just...
If we'll just...
If you'll just go. Dick would want to just go.
You won't tell anyone?
No.
You swear to God?
I swear.
Oh, it's marvelous, Bruce. That's just marvelous.
Well, you've got what you wanted, haven't you?
Oh. Quite everything.
You've got a lot.
I wouldn't say that. You know, when a blade is as sharp as this one, you never actually feel anything. Not a thing, actually. I'm told.
I'll tell you anything.
You will?
Yes.
The car?
Opposite. It's parked on the other side of the street.
Is it the blue one?
Yes.
And your address is the same as on your driving
Yes.
license? Is anybody else there?
No.
And one of those two keys fits the front door?
Yes.
What have you got there? Anything of value?
No, not much.
Well, nothing at all?
No.
That's not much help, is it?
Look. Please. Please. I've got a wife.
Oh, why?
And 2 children.
And 2 children. And Miss Willis.
Miss Willis.
Bruce and I have been having a chat.
Oh, yes. Is he being a bit more friendly?
A little. In some ways.
You know, Barbara's a lovely girl.
Yes, she is. She's lovely. She's very warm.
Yes, she is. She's warm all the way.
You know, Bruce, we've had our eye on Barbara for some time.
Bastards. Goddamn bastards.
Now, Dick. Mustn't talk like that. I don't mind myself. But Dick is shocked. He hates that kind of thing.
Mr. Duffy. Bruce has been telling me about his home.
Yes. And his wife.
And his 2 children.
Have you got the address?
Yes. I've got the key too.
That's nice.
I've got my little man there. Everyone is here.
Good idea. Anything of any value?
Not much. Says he hasn't got much. How about jewelry, Bruce? Let's start with that. You got any jewelry of any value?
No ring, Kathleen.
Tie-pins? Watches?
Well,
Yes.
yes. I've got a pair of gold cufflinks.
Aha! I thought so.
I thought he'd have a pair of gold cufflinks.
They must be worth something.
How about gold medals, Bruce? You ever win any medals? No.
Silver medals, maybe.
Paintings, etchings, old prints?
No.
Any valuable collections, first editions. Stamps.
Porcelain, old coins.
No. Well,
Yes?
Yes?
some stamps.
Stamps.
I knew it. He's a stamp collector.
You've got a good collection, Bruce. Is it valuable?
No, I don't know.
You don't know!
I don't know what it's worth.
How long have you had it?
Since I was a boy.
Must be quite an old collection.
Are those stamps antiques?
No, I don't think so.
All right, then equipment. Typewriters, tape recorders,
Radios, television sets,
binoculars, step glasses.
cameras, photographic equipment.
No.
All right, then kitchen appliances. New refrigerator, gas cooker,
No, not new.
Or electric?
No.
vacuum cleaner, mixer,
No.
washing machine,
Sewing machines.
carpets and rugs.
China and glassware.
Bruce!
No.
Linen, draperies.
Garden furniture.
Bruce. Fancy gifts.
Bruce! Gents leather,
Baby's leather.
hardware,
Software.
rainwear.
Bruce.
No.
Going up, millinery ladies lingerie.
Going down, gents lingerie.
What?
I meant haberdashery. Got any valuable haberdashery, Bruce?
Bruce! 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 Bruce!
No! No! No!
You know, this fellow must live in an empty house. He's got nothing there at all.
Yes. Must be pretty spooky there at night.
In the daytime, you mean?
Yes, but spookier in the daytime.
No wonder he's with Miss Willison all the time. Do you see what I see?
Yes, I think I do.
Yes. A gold watch. 17 jewels. And correct time.
More can you ask of what?
You are so right. Well,
Look, that watch was a present.
from whom?
From my wife. On our 5th anniversary.
A present from your wife. And you've been wearing it in Miss Wilson's bed.
Bruce, you may be sure very different watch here.
It's raining.
Not much.
Mr. Drizzle, would you like another drink, Barbara? I believe this is yours.
Yes.
for everything?
Definitely. Everything's in my bag.
You know, I was just telling Bruce here how we weren't going to be able to let you walk out of here. I'd like you. Because of the risk involved. I've just been telling him how we were going to have to take care of you both. Do you know what he said? Do you know what Bruce said? He said that if we didn't, I mean, take care of you both, he wouldn't tell anybody anything. He wouldn't say a word about it. Ever.
Say that.
Oh, yes. And he swore to God.
Did he? Did he swear to God?
Yes. Twice.
Twice. Can you believe him both times?
I don't know. He's very tricky.
You don't know how tricky he is.
I think. How do you feel about that, Barbara? I mean, if we didn't, would you?
Don't know.
That's an honest answer.
Oh, yes. She's honest all the way.
We'll have to go ahead with it then.
Yes, it can't be helped.
Why us, for God's sake? You don't even know us.
And you know us. We recognize you. And even though morally the four of us are equal,
Equal? How the hell do you...
you see, your indignation only proves my point. You still think you have the right to shout, don't you? We can't afford that risk. Let's get on with it.
I'll go and get Harry.
Yes, we need Harry to help wrap things up.
Harry's the best raffler up in the business.
Oh, don't worry. We'll make it as painless as possible.
You won't feel a thing.
Just like going to the dentist.
No, better than going to the dentist.
Yes, quicker. It really will be territory. It can be filled. You know, this is one of those things you read about in the papers and never dream can happen to you. It's one of those things you read about in papers never could happen to
You.
until it happens.
Until it.
You've been doing what you wanted to do.
Don't want it.
I mean, did you always want to work in a shop?
No, of course.
What sort of things did you want to paint?
I used to paint things as I see them. Sometimes see them. As I see them now.
What's that? That looks like your parcel.
It is my parcel.
What have you brought that up here for?
Barbara, would you mind standing up? Would you mind trying this on?
You know, Richard, there are times Well, I don't understand you at all.
Yes, Thomas. I can understand that.
Did you see Harry?
Oh, yes.
Well, where is he?
She's in the car.
What's he doing in the car?
She's getting it warmed up. I'll check the kitchen. I'll pick this coat up on a rough job. What's the job before? Barbara, I think it was made for you. I think it was. Such a pity. I would like to have seen you walk down the street in it. Cool, crisp. What do you think? Tom, when you were in the kitchen,
Yes?
did you check the meter?
Yes, Dick, I did.
Did you take a reading?
No, I didn't have my pad.
Barbara, quickly. Come on, untie me.
They're not coming back.
They are. You heard what they said. Come on, get me out of here.
I think they've gone.
Barbara, come on. For God's sake, get me out of here.
I know they've gone.
Barbara, please. Please. Barbara. Stop it. Stop it.
Dum, da, dum.
Untie me.
Dum, dum, da, dum. Dum, da, dum. Dum, da,
Untie me.
dum, dum, da, dum. Dum, dum, da, dum. Dum.
Untie me! Barbara? is it?
Miss Harold.
Miss Harold?
Yes, I have some of your belongings here. Your coat, I believe, is on the table. Do forgive me. I merely wish to return these things. Good afternoon, Miss Willison. This is your coat, I think, and these are yours. Your watch, your wallet, your keys. I believe that is the correct amount of money.
I suppose so. Who are you?
Harry.
Harry?
Harry?
Yes, I told you at the door.
I thought you said Harold. Miss Harold.
No, you must have misunderstood. I don't believe anything of yours was taken, Miss Wilson.
No.
I deeply regret what transpired here today.
Look, you don't think it does any good coming round here returning these things saying you're sorry. What the hell good does that do?
This doesn't do me good. But I am sorry nevertheless. And you know they are too. They're desperate repentant.
They are? But you're one of them.
One of them?
They said you were waiting downstairs.
They told us all about you. Harry's waiting downstairs, they said, just in case.
Well, I am Harry. But I wasn't waiting downstairs. No, I've just walked up with them and they told me what happened. Do you mind if I sit down? I'm inclined to get a little dizzy if I stand too long.
Oh, look, we have to be leaving here shortly.
Oh, I'll go in a minute. But there's something important I must ask you.
Where are they now? In jail?
In jail, no. But they're on their way.
Why, what are you to them?
I'm their parole officer. They're on parole. They're supposed to report to me every day. Sometimes I have to go looking for them. I always find them. After this, it's all over for them. Of course, it's a great disappointment to me. The psychiatrist let me down again. They gave me a favorable report, so I judged them safe for this trial period. I recommended them for this parole. The long and the short of it is that it's a failure for me. A very sad failure, the worst I've ever had. I'm a good judge of men, always have been. It's my vocation. Here's my card.
There's nothing on it.
Those printers have let me down again. Now then, about the police. Presumably you've given the police a full report. You've given them all the details?
Yes, of course.
Of course.
It's...
Well, the phone was pulled out.
Oh, yes, the phone was, it was,
But we certainly do intend to tell the whole matter to the law.
Well, haven't you got in touch with the police?
In touch with the police? No, I haven't been in touch with them yet. You see, I've only just heard. I surmise the police will be contacting me. Now, I was wondering about that coat.
Coat?
Yes, the fur coat.
Oh, the coat, I'd forgotten about it.
You forgot about the coat.
Yes,
Well, at the time they left, Miss Willison was very upset.
well, I mean, I'll give it back to the police. I certainly don't want to know.
No, of course not. It is indubitably stolen.
Well, if that's all...
Yes, we must be leaving.
Oh, is it so late? I make it 5:30.
Would you make it?
Yes, I make it 5:30.
5:30 what do you make it?
5:30.
Ah, 5:30. I only have a big hand on this watch. The little hand came off. It disappeared one day.
What was it you wanted to ask us?
I wanted to ask you a very great favor. I wanted to ask you if you will see them.
See? What do you mean, see?
I mean, see them just for a minute.
See them where?
Well, here, I have them downstairs.
Downstairs?
Oh, please don't be alarmed. They are under guard and they are handcuffed. You see, the long and the short of it is that they're very ashamed for what they've done. They're penitent. They badly want to see you, to apologize to you. They requested it.
It's out of the question. We wouldn't dream of seeing them.
Wouldn't dream of... I would have thought you might easily dream of seeing them. I mean, just for a minute.
I mean, there's no point.
Absolutely none. The sooner they're carted off to jail or wherever they're going, the better.
Yes, that is their destination, as soon as we leave here. I warned them that you wouldn't want to see them, but they thought there might be a chance. Do you think you could possibly see them? I mean, just for a minute. It would mean a great deal to them, and you might be glad you did. You might, I think.
I have absolutely no interest in seeing them or in getting an apology out of them. But, I think you ought to decide, Barbara. I mean, well, I leave it up to you.
don't mind if you don't.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
All right then, but it's got to be quick. Only for a minute, you understand.
Yes, certainly. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I think you're both very fine people to do this. You have my wholehearted admiration. And I'm sure you won't regret it. I'm sure you won't. Come here. So you came up?
Yes, Harry.
Well, come in. But only for a minute. This has got to be quick. Now then, you men. The long and the short of it is that you wish to apologize to this lady and gentleman for the terrible, outrageous way you behaved here today. Is that right?
Yes, Harry. Yes, Harry.
Well, go on. Say what you want to say.
We want to apologize for the terrible, outrageous way we behaved today.
What else? There is more, isn't there?
Yes, Harry.
Well,
And we want to say that we'll never again do anything like that again. Ever.
you don't hope that these people will refrain from bringing charges against you, even though these charges may mean the end for you. Mean that you go back for the rest of your lives with no possible chance of coming out again, do you?
No, Harry.
I don't suppose there's anything you wanted to say.
Well, surely it's not a question of us bringing charges. It'll be in the hands of the police. It won't be
In the
up
hands
to
of
us.
the police, yes, if you insist. But unless you bring charges, there is no case. None which the police will pursue. After all, no serious damage was done, no injury incurred. Your property has been returned to you.
Oh, just supposing that we didn't charge them with anything. Well, what exactly would happen to them then?
They would be reincarcerated for breaking parole.
For how long?
I couldn't say specifically, but I would prognosticate anything from 2 to 5 years.
And then they'd be released again?
Contingent, of course, on their evincing absolute positive indication of genuine progress towards rehabilitation.
Yes, but do you think there is any chance of their rehabilitation?
Well, I'm reluctant to make a prolepsis, but I consider they have a 50-60 chance. Do I infer by all this that you're actually giving serious consideration to the possibility of refraining from pressing charges against these men?
It's just... well, bearing in mind what you said, that if we were to bring charges, then they would never, ever get another chance of rehabilitation. Well, we feel...
You feel.
No, we feel. We feel that perhaps we ought to bring charges.
Well, boys, you've heard what's transpired. Now I think it behooves you to make some expression of gratitude to these extraordinarily kind people.
You don't have to say anything, just go.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right, boys, on your feet. Boys! What are you doing?
I'm scratching my chin. I'm scratching my ear.
No, but I mean the handcuffs. What's happened with the handcuffs?
Seems to have come apart. Mine has too. This whole thing seems to have come apart. My whole thing seems to have come apart too.
All right, go on downstairs now. I don't know what's happened with those handcuffs. Locksmith let me down again. Come on, boys, let's go. Now, boys, I want you to behave yourself.
Look, are you going or aren't you?
Yes, they are. All right, but make it quick.
What's he doing with that? I'm not going to let him open it.
It's all right. I know what's inside. I've been through the contents.
What do they want it for? To take it downstairs with you?
They will in a minute. But they just asked one favor. One last favor. It doesn't seem too much. They just asked if they could have one more for the road, and that seems reasonable. All right, boys, go ahead.
Don't you think this is a very good idea?
Oh, Bruce, do something, can't you?
Yes, Miss Harold, I don't think that's a very good idea at all.
It's just one for the road. No harm in that. They're absolutely incorrigible. And so am I. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Oh, God.
You know, you were too kind. I don't think they'll ever forgive you for forgiving them.
You people have caught your way crushed, smashed to bits.
Us? Not us.
We're not responsible. Can't blame us.
Boys?
Quarter they do know, they'll forget half.
And if the half of the quarter they remember, they'll ignore half.
And of the fractional fragment that remains, all anyone will remember is a few statistics.
A few vital statistics.
A few mortal statistics.
Of what really happened to a certain person.
In a certain room.
At a certain time.
Who remember the many million moments.
A private humiliation.
And degradation.
Who will recall?
Who? Who?
Who?
Naughty Gerber.
Bad boy, Bruce.
She's gone.
Come on, let's get out of here. What the hell are you doing?
Trying to recognize someone.
Recognize what?
Only myself.
Then let's think about things now. You know what I mean? Let's get out of here. What? But we've got to get out of here.
Go home, Bruce!
All right, if that's the way you...
Well, all right. If that's the way.
I knew I'd leave him, or he would leave me. It was only a matter of when. Like Mama once said, why bother your head? The world is full of lonely men. He'll wake up alone, he'll reach for the phone and try my connection again. So why should I frown if he's put me down? The world is full of just wants to chat and hang up his hat. Realize the easy way. So one more is gone and time's moving on. I think of him now and then. He got in my hair, so why should I care? The world is full of lonely men. Yeah, the world is full of lonely men. That's true. And full of lonely women.